Okay, we are live. We are live. You know, we are in charge, not YouTube. So, well, thanks everybody for coming. And once again, we are at this moment in time where a cohort finishes, and then we let our graduates go into the wild world, open up their wings, and fly from the nest. So it's very, I always feel, I don't know, a bit like emotional at this point, because I see, we over 6 months we share quite a lot with people, and when you look back, where our students start, basically not knowing anything about programming, or maybe have been writing a few lines of JavaScript, to be able to come to a point that they can interact with third-party APIs, they can talk to databases, they can reason about database structures, they can build single-page applications. I think it's quite significant amount of effort. So a round of applause to all the students here. I think you did an excellent job. You are the stars tonight, so I'm not going to talk too much myself. Okay, so tonight the format is, we have been, we divided our students into 4 teams, and they have been working on their project ideas for the last month, and tonight they show us what they have been able to bring together in this week, in this last month basically. And first we have you guys to show us, we have you guys, sorry, we have you guys to show us what you were able to bring together, yeah?
I don't want to break this actually.
Introduce yourself and tell us about the project.
Yeah. So I'm Polly.
I'm Steve.
And we've been working on an app to help with basically Netflix recommendations. So I don't know about you, but I find the hardest decision in the world scrolling through Netflix for like 20 minutes, trying to decide what to pick, and then basically giving up because the decision was just far too difficult. So the first screen you get to on our app is a login page. If you're a new user, obviously you can't log in yet, so you go to the sign up section. And then you have to fill in a little bit of information about yourself. So I'll just set myself up as a user. Hopefully there's not loads of strange people on the internet searching my name. And then a password. So when you press sign up, this sends the information to a user database, which then means you're able to log in. So you have to type in your email again and your password, and you're logged in. Let's save that. So do the next bit.
Yeah, sure. So then once you're logged in, you're on the main page of the app, where you can't decide what to watch. You're trying to come up with loads of reasons to watch something or to not watch something. It just takes all of it out of it. But you need to make one decision to decide what genre you want to watch. So you press horror. So just go ahead and watch Ghost House. Maybe you don't want to watch it. You're not a fan of that, so you press pick me another. It'll pick you another random horror. What's that?
Dictionary.
Or maybe you've seen that one before. So you can be like, okay, I've seen that. And then it will never recommend that one to you again. What is it? So write a little comment about that film, say it was worst ever. And then that comment just is always attached to that film, so whenever anybody else sees that film, that comment will be there. And then you'll end up creating like a watch list. And you've seen it 3 times. And then your comments are ended there as well. And then with that watch list, it will never recommend you anything that you've already watched before. It's got a little magic thing in the back end there. Yeah, we've got all so the database is literally Netflix's unofficial database we stole from Netflix, which we found online and then kind of made our own database, which so we can manipulate the data a bit more. Yeah, I don't know what else to say about the
Yeah, the more you add, obviously, they'll, if you just keep watching, I watch this, you don't have to write comments, so you can click that off, and then you can pick, I've already had one, haven't we? So you can pick a crime film. It takes a little while to load up. And then these, you can scroll across, so it's responsive. That is our app. I think the thing I found the hardest when doing this is CSS. It's not my strongest skill, so this has given me a lot of chance to practice that, which is really good, and I think the process has definitely improved that.
Yeah, I think CSS is definitely a big problem. Well, not a problem, but yeah, not either of our strengths. But I think it looks okay, but it took a while to kind of make it look fairly reasonable.
I tried to keep it as basically simple as possible, so it won't look overdone.
Yeah. And like we could add a few more features to it. We do things like I don't know, have like users interact somehow, or like recommend each other films. It's kind of almost like a social media kind of angle. But yeah, we didn't really get that far along. Or making yourself a little watch list, so giving recommendations like, oh, that looks good, but not today. Have a little watch list or something. So I don't know, it would have more potential. I think.
Is that it?
Well done, guys.
And it is hosted live, so if you want to go to film-founder.now.sh, you can do this.
Sign up.
Very nice.
That was quite nice. Okay. So it's live. You can go and check out what you want to watch next. Cool. So next up, yours is not live. So you're going to leave people wanting the product. That's better. So next up we have Festifind. So it's some kind of festival finding platform, or it's like giving you some suggestions about what you can do when you're going to a festival. So yeah, stage is yours.
I've not seen any.
Yeah. So we are Nadia and
I'm Kai.
Really?
and we would like to talk to you today about Festifind, your one-stop shop for all things festival. So we started with a problem. If I'm looking for an event in my local area, how do I find this event? How do I find information about it? What do we do? The solution was created in an under-refurbishment classroom, the heart of Manchester's we put aside the view of dusty boxes in the corner to come together and bring you Festifind. It looks great now though.
We're carrying it on.
Again, this is a live demo, so please all bear with me. Right, so we've signed up. So again, we've added that to our back database now.
You did capital C.
Capital.
Right, I did capital. Again, I'm just stressing that this is a live.
Capital J as well.
I'm all about audience participation and all guys in control. There we go! There we go. Right, okay, so now we're logged in. And on the home, so we'll get that off. So, again, the main thing that we had to do here was to set it up to a geolocator. So that was quite a difficult thing. So, we could put a search in here. So, postcode or anything. Again, audience participation. What city would? Don't be like that. We need London. We need Birmingham. We need Liverpool. Edinburgh. Edinburgh's a good. Okay. Is that right? Yeah. Okay.
Let's see.
Oh,
Yeah.
right, okay. So here are all the current live things that are happening in Edinburgh. So again, I want to invite anyone want to pick out
Which event?
any event, yeah?
The APY course.
Okay, we'll pick out it. So that's the awareness experience there. So we'll go on to here. So here's information in relation to the event. So we can see it's in the Voodoo Rooms in Edinburgh on Saturday, the 2nd of May 2020. And it's from 8 till 11 in the minute. I'm not going to read all this, but you can see what's happening there. And there's to find it. Again, like we said before, we didn't want to add more, so we didn't want to try and add sort of Twitter, you can get Twitter links from the night, and sort of restaurants around, but we did obviously get the hotel page on there, so there's the information, and there's the hotel. Would you like to show your lovely...
Oh yeah, we have we have a really great kind of comedic about us page. Don't know if there's any over there. Whatever you want, we'll find the right event to tickle your fancy. That's what we like to do here.
We've got the frequently asked questions.
Frequently asked questions.
Comes in with us.
Who are the founders? Your favourite junior developers from Manchester Code? Perhaps. Maybe not. Yeah, created, free to use for now. You'll have access forever and ever, as long as Madonna is still dancing in Egypt. I think we'll leave you with that. Thank you.
Any questions now? Thank you.
Hi, I'm Jasmine, this is Harris and Lucas, and we've created a sustainable fashion website. So it kind of just talks about the impacts of fast fashion on the environment. So this was our initial thoughts when we were creating the website. So we wanted it to look like a spoof of an actual fashion e-commerce website and kind of be educational, but still talk about fast fashion in like an informative way, but still make it interesting. I think because it's quite a heavy topic, we wanted it to look nice to counteract that. So this is our first full team meeting. I'm not present because I'm taking a photo, and Jake's in it because Jake was our designer. Thanks, Jake. Yeah, so in our first team meeting, we decided that we definitely wanted to make a Create React app, because we thought that would be the simplest way to do it. So we split everything up into components of what we wanted to build, and then we gave them to Jake to design, so we knew what components were being designed and like how we were splitting everything up from the beginning. So we'll show you what it looks like now. I think I might... So this is the home page. We tried to make it as responsive as possible as well, because we thought the majority of people would actually look at it on mobile. So we had quite a lot of trouble with the nav bar as well, so just appreciate how nice that looks. So we wanted it to look like an e-commerce website. So when you usually log into ASOS or other things, you will see all of the different clothing options they sell. So this is why we've got jumpers, shirts, dresses, shoes, jeans across here. But instead of an e-commerce website, when you hover over these, they give you facts about the fast fashion industry. So they've all got a different fact on them. And then if you scroll down, we have a calculator which calculates the environmental cost of your clothes. So you input how many clothes you bought in the year, like an estimate for each different type of clothing item, and then it'll calculate how much CO2 it took, like it produced when you bought those clothes, and the volume of water that it takes to produce them. And then we also have this call to action banner, so once you get the result from the calculator, you can go straight from like plant your own tree. I think we might show you how it looks on mobile to show you the calculator, just because we put a lot of effort into making it responsive. So this is how it looks on mobile. We changed the knob as well, so it drops down. So I'll just show you how the calculator works. So let's So if I bought 3 pairs of jeans this year and I bought 3 dresses and 4 t-shirts and maybe 2 pairs of shoes, it says this is the amount. So those clothing items created 195 kilograms of CO2, used 43,900 litres of water in production, and it'll take 1 tree 9 years to offset that level of CO2. So I'm going to pass it over to Horace now, and he can talk to you about the facts page.
So I did the facts page. We got most of the facts off Google. Yeah, so once you click on this page, everything. Yeah, so we put a few facts in, and yeah, that's about it. And I'll pass it on to Lucas to show you how the API looks.
Yeah, so we go now to the Plant a Tree page, and the difference is that we have 2 different components on this side, like a Plant a Tree component and information about the projects. We had to get in touch with a couple of reforestation sites to get the APIs from them. We decided to go with greenrelief.com. They have already planted 1.5 million trees in the world so far. We use their API to to make our website more useful and interesting. The main component of this page is a plant tree component, where we can plant trees in selected project, and we getting back the download link, which provides us the certificate of the planted tree. It's just under my name for the developing reasons. We achieved that using Axios, is a promise-based HTTP client. We used post method to plant a tree and get method to receive the certificate. Underneath the main component, we have information about the projects all over the world, which is provided by the Print Relief page. In the future,
I can see you. This is in India.
Yeah.
And then just like more details about the project.
And in the future development, we are going to add backend, so we can build up a user database where user can log in by themselves and plant trees under their own names. And payment methods, because planting a tree is not free option. You can plant a tree for just one tree for $3, or you get, but the price is going lower when you plant more, of course, and we can get 83 pence for one tree when we plant 6,000 trees. So, yeah.
Yeah, and we'll go back to our presentation. So yeah, these are some of the things we learned. CSS is really hard. Always check the Z index for everything, because that messes up a few times. Always build mobile first. We tried to make every page responsive so it looks good on mobile and desktop, but we built everything just desktop first. So then we had to go back and rebuild everything mobile first for it to work both ways. Don't wait too long before merging changes. If you've got 3 people working on a project and you merge everything at the end, it's really difficult. React state is updated asynchronously. Did not know that before. And it's okay for ideas to evolve and change as they progress. So we've changed quite a lot of our ideas as we went along. We weren't originally going to have the plant a tree option, but we thought it would be a good way to counteract the calculator. So yeah, and how we would like to progress in the future like Lucas said, it's a test API at the moment, so we like to add a back-end functionality that can take payment for the trees and then be able to upgrade the test API to an actual API that lets you plant trees. And then we were also planning to add an inspiration page with links to like people who are posting things that are interested in related to like fast fashion and like reusable fashion. But the Instagram API actually stopped working in October, so we didn't do that, but maybe in the future. Yeah.
I came up with this idea to get a return of what you could eat from somewhere if you had a given allergy. Because working in the catering industry for years left me a bit frustrated sometimes. Just have something given back to you. So we created this. I'm just going to show you the functionality first and then talk a bit more about it. So if you have any of the 14 given allergies within what we've put as legislation, you can return back your value of what you can eat from any given point on Just Eat.
Sorry, what was that thing you put in the top? What was the text you put in the box?
It was the URL for Just Eat, any URL. So it returns back what you can have. And the reason why the pizza is still on there, if you have dairy, is that a lot of cooking is you can take things out or put things in, and you can just change it like on the fly. Sorry, it's not making more sense. Mine's kind of somewhere else right now. Anything else to add?
Yeah, so I think some of the along the way we found some difficulties, and the major one was filtering through the data we scraped. We never did that kind of looping through many like two-dimensional arrays before. So that was one of them. And also earlier on we used Cheerios for scraping. That didn't work as well. So we had to go with Puppeteer later on, so that initially it wasn't giving us any data when we tried it with Just Eat. Then it started working and we tried with headless browsers.
It was kind of a happy accident we got onto Just Eat because we were using Cheerio to pass some information, some HTML from Zook's Tea Bar in Manchester. And then I went on Just Eat website to see what the class names of the divs were, and it was a H4 and a P tag, so I seen if it would work on there. Then led onto it being a headless browser with Chrome built into the Puppeteer, so you can get all these things that you can see here back from it. And then we went, this is our Puppeteer. So we've had a little bit of a problem with deployment. Thankfully it is deployed on the Roku, as you can see. But we had some problems because we need to do some build packs built in there. Because it has Chrome built in.
Cool. Could we just have one more spin of that menu going in,
Yeah, sure.
please?
There's
Thought that was quite cool.
There's a local one that I changed slightly.
Sponsored by Just Eat.
No, it's not Just Eat. This is the one that we have deployed. Actually broken as it works. We used it too many times. Broke it and that pop off.
Interesting as well, and I think that was one of the more free-form ideas where people kind of went a bit off tangent. That what we tend to teach. What we tend to teach is like building database applications, interacting with other APIs. This is like trying to do what Google does, like scraping a web page, making sense of it, trying to filter some data. So well done. done there. And I think all the projects were quite impressive. So